Hey, welcome back to another episode of A Who All Gonna Be There podcast, the place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. How y'all doing?
A lot better than the Kiana one.
What a win! What a win!
Who knew we would all be rooting for him right now?
Like, where did this come from? Like,
hey, Tasha.
Man, all my trying to sneak him up in the rankings. It's like, man, I kind of like this guy for some reason. And getting into dumb fights. Is he a good Big Brother player? That is yet to be seen.
Mm-mm.
But man, he did that. And he moved like the Terminator yet again.
The Terminator is crazy.
Not for real.
Okay, so I know we jumped straight into that, but it's just like Keanu, Baines, Bruner, Pirazina, Clark, Soto.
No, he can't get the Clark nickname, the last name, because Clark won a comp for him. So he ain't Clark yet.
The spirit of Casey is upon him heavy.
Oh man,
he's officially a comp beast. Like, I mean, I know he did it a couple. I mean, but it's official now. Like, he got 3.5 back to back.
And if we lucky, he can get 4 tonight. If it ain't Rachel, because either him or Rachel. That's it. I don't want nobody else to win. That's it.
We can't trust nobody right now.
Nobody.
What an interesting spot.
I barely trust him.
Because listen, no, and I know we'll get to the rankings later, and I'll probably bring it up, but it's like I was vouching for Keanu last night. I was like, y'all, he's going into the top 4 spots without a doubt. Like, the boy, since this week, he's played from the bottom, and he has done such a good job. And then today, 2 hours before the eviction, just go right.
Damn, you know it's other people here. Damn.
Right, Mary just be acting like we chop liver.
Damn.
Dang.
I love you.
Eli. We'll leave. Me and Trees can leave. You can do it on your own.
Let's go. You know what? I love it.
And leave. Get that bread, get that, then leave. Sorry. That's song. Y'all know about that one.
I'm not giving him the Tucker of the season. I ain't gonna give him that.
Just reflecting on this week, or this season. Y'all remember when Kelly was Tucker, and now it's like, is Kelly approaching furniture? I know Treese was saying she was a witch, but is that different than furniture?
She was furniture this week. I give her that, but she's smart. You've been on that block every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down and shut up and don't say nothing.
That's what I was gonna say. Is she furniture or she just laying low?
I give her laying low because she came and voted, and I said, "Who is that?" I said, "Oh, that's
the same thing."
I forgot she was there.
It's funny thinking of the commercial break after it was 2-2. I was thinking, I'm like, all right, you got the showmans, and of course Morgan Mickey was coming up. Assumed that it was Zach, but I'm like, all right, Morgan Mickey or the showmans. And I was trying to think who's 5, who's with that showmans. I couldn't think of her until I saw Kelly walk down. I'm like, oh yeah, she's voting for Vince to say.
I can't believe y'all doing my girl Kelly like that.
There, let go of your draft. Let go of your draft.
I mean, clearly they ain't going nowhere. So
don't say that.
Right now, anyway. I'm just saying.
Right now.
I'm just saying.
Maybe wait, who all on your draft? Kelly,
Rachel, Will, and Vince.
Well, I don't care about the draft. All I know is I'm rooting for Josh.
For a minute. You know what? You might be chilling for a minute. You know what? I'm rooting for Josh too.
Listen.
Look at us.
At this point, I'll root for Eric for a split second too, because
all my people Rachel, on the right side of the
y'all still all right. Y'all still all right.
Y'all got that left side curse working against you.
Oh, speaking of that curse, I got it up.
Let's go.
Jumping ahead. Now, the curse, if y'all don't know, there is a curse that is currently circulating in the house, and everybody on the left side of the memory wall has been evicted. So if we lucky, Mickey, your number is up.
Come on.
I'm hoping it's up. You know what? And I'm gonna be real. Even if she don't lead this week, I need her to hit the block. I need her to be humbled.
Yes.
Dude.
I need her to be right there on eviction night. And to go in the beast. And if she stayed, I want it to be by 1 vote. So she know, like, you ain't got all this control. Because I don't know, we just jumping ahead, but going through the feeds these last couple nights, she been acting like a mob boss. Like, she really was telling Ashley, like we saw, we gonna move the game the way I want it to go. I got control of the votes. Let me see where I want it to go for my game.
For my team.
For my team. And I'm just,
are you the shift
leader? Hey.
Are you the supervisor?
Hey, they're letting Mickey walk though. They're letting Mickey work.
They are.
So you know what? What can you say? She's mob bossing, and they're letting her mob boss. I'm not gonna use the word steamroll because they're still playing the game. But Mickey, she's playing, and no one's telling her to slow down. So I respect that from Mickey.
That's exactly what it is. She's a villain, but she's not an enjoyable villain.
Like, if she wasn't so nasty spirited, like she didn't say some things. I don't know if y'all been watching the feeds. For those who haven't, you're just listening and watching. She just said some things about Rachel's family and Ash, like just some things that was just like, that's not necessary. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with the game. It's irrelevant, and you just being mean to be mean at this point.
Yeah, I need Mickey to be better in the DR. I truly need Mickey to be better in the DR, just because her DRs give fake to me, and it's tough to have a villain who doesn't have those like strong
she fake
DRs.
all the way around.
But I don't even think it's fake. I think that she genuinely thinks she's that nice in the DR. Like, this is who she thinks she is. Her DRs is who she really thinks she is. Like, she doesn't see it. She don't see it. She's so blind that she thinks she's playing the perfect game. She's controlling the house, and that everyone is in love with her. But they kind of are, because this woman hops from person to person to person, openly talking to them, and nobody questions her. The information that she pulls from one person to the next, one group to the other, nobody ever cross-references her. And even if they did, like Keanu and Kelly started to talk her, and still they share information with her. And nobody is like, we need to, except for Ashley. Ashley pushed back a little bit.
Social queen, by being a nasty social queen. And I respect, I know we had conversations about, she is nasty, but I'm happy that she's playing the game. And I'm gonna say when at this point, when there's a downfall, it will be kind of fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
And I hope it starts tonight.
It needs to.
I don't know. There's still a list of people I need to go before Mickey. I don't care. I know she's nasty. Give me Riley. Give me Riley. Give me Catherine. Give me Kelly. Give me the rest of Eric's team. And then we can start looking at Mickey.
Oh no.
Listen. The only person that I will be okay with leaving before her right now is Riley.
Yes.
But she doing too much. And you know what? Some of y'all that's been here with us for a minute, y'all know I love a villain. I really do. I love a villain on Big Brother.
Thank you,
but
Tasha.
she is a nasty villain. She does a lot of personal attacks, right? Now, if you could keep it in the game, of course you're in the game, so you're gonna get some personal jabs in there, here and there. But that's all she does. It's just personal. And she's like, da da da. And if she was in the DR, like, I don't like none of these mother suckers. I don't be knowing what I be saying, but they all gonna follow me, whatever. Like, if you own up to it, I can even give her a little bit more credit. But she just got lucky to be in a house with a bunch of dumbass players.
She's
like,
almost
there
like
is just no way around it.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like, she don't see that she's Hyde in the house, but in the DR, she's Dr. Jekyll. Like, oh my gosh, everything is all cutesy, and I'm running this. And yeah, Mickey and Minnie need to go.
Look, and Rachel clocked it. She said, ever since that girl had her HOH, this girl been a whole different personality.
She has.
Like,
how has no one else seen that?
Went straight to her head.
I'm telling you, she needs a trip to the block. Eric said it earlier. She needs a trip to the block where she gets some votes against her. She touches the block and says unanimously.
Bro, Carrie funny.
We got to talk about this, y'all. Zach,
We
all right.
will.
When are we still ranting about Mickey, or is
Well,
our
I got one.
Mickey
I got a
rant
couple
over?
of. Couple more
That's gonna be
things.
sprinkled in throughout the whole show.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
can
We
come back
got
to
the
it.
whole show. Nah, go ahead. Yeah.
We can move on to that because I got a couple things about Mickey that I got to put her on blast for. But
Shoot, yeah. Well, she was all over this episode this week, so you know what? We'll come back to it. But we got to talk about Zach. Man, we were talking on our last podcast on Sunday, thinking, oh, of course, Zach's gonna save himself, and we were wondering, whoa, what if Catherine uses the veto and Ava has to put up 2 people? At the very least, she's gonna be putting up Morgan because of Zach.
Right.
And Zach said, what was it? Feeds come back. Zach's on the block. People are hypothesizing that whoa, can he use it anytime after the veto? Like is he gonna do it on Thursday? Can he
it was such a mystery.
It wasn't because it was clear. The rules were clear. We read the card, we read the wiki. Like y'all were giving this man too much credit. He had his time. And he chose not to use it at the end of the ceremony. It was stupid. I mean, there's nothing else to say.
You know what? If Zach stood 10 toes on, I don't want to give Ava money, I expect a little bit more. I just expect a little bit more. Of course, it's like, oh, you can multiply that by 75 times, which is a lot better if you like your odds of winning. But if you're like, hey, screw Ava,
listen,
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with that. But that was not the case.
It wasn't. Give us the truth, Tracy. Give us the truth.
I'm gonna be real. I think his thing was his ego. Oh, everybody in the house love me. They like me enough. And I think he relied too much on the girls fawning over him. And I flirt with it. Oh, I know I'm going to have Ashley vote because she loved me. I know I'm going to have Morgan vote because she loved me. Oh, me and Lauren, for sure. My alliance, of course. I got Mickey because of Morgan. Like, he just back to back just thought he had it. It was his ego.
I said, I need somebody in the interview to establish his relationship with employment because what's 10K to 750K?
Listen, is he living in a box?
He not. I could have sworn. He said he was when he had a conversation with Ashley. I want to believe that he said he was doing well in his company. He moved up, got promoted before he came out here. Did he not say that? He does sales or something, tech sales, or he was doing something.
Let me look at what he do because
y'all know the nastiest part of Zach this week. All 3 of his quote-unquote showmans and women that were fawning over, quote-unquote fawning over him, who knows if they really
were.
His ass out. All 3 went against him. I don't think I've seen this before, where Lauren, he pushed so hard for his showmans. We ragged on Morgan for saying, oh, she's just playing for Zach because of her crush. Yeah. And then people secretly were like, hey, we kind of like Zach and Ashley together. They have good little chemistry. He went 0 for 3, and I don't think I've seen that before.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's why I can't give Zach no bail with this move, because before the veto ceremony, he was going around on Sunday asking these people about their votes. Lauren, like Tasha said, Lauren would not give.
Everybody told
him. She said, no. You know, Ashley, she was like, oh, well, it's 50-50. We talked about this on Sunday. It's 50-50 because, you know, I heard you was running, my name was coming through your mouth. So for me, it's 50-50. So I can't promise you nothing. And Morgan was like, I just don't want to make the decision between you and me. Your votes were shaky. He knew that his votes were shaky before the veto ceremony. And if you knew...
And they stay shaky.
They stay shaky. So if you knew this going into the veto, you knew them votes was like this going in, you should have activated that power. Because you want to talk about, oh, I was blindsided when I was nominated. Okay, cool. That happened. You were blindsided. Now you knew that your votes were shaky. So we didn't activate our power?
Like no one, and I've been pretty tapped to the feeds this week. Nobody was like, oh yeah, you got it. And most people were even like, it's 50-50. And he kept asking people. He kept asking everybody. And everybody like, oh, you know, if it's you and da-da-da, yeah, maybe da-da.
The spirit of Marcella's past was like, use your power. Use your power. Use your power. And he didn't listen because he don't know who Marcellus is. He don't know who Marcellus is. So he didn't even listen to the ghost that was trying to help him. And now look at him.
How happy do you think Julie was though to hit him upside the head with that note card? She said, "Oh, it's time. I have the chance to do this again."
Couldn't wait.
She's like,
Switch up.
come here.
You know what's funny
lean
because
forward?
you know what's funny because not many people probably know. You know, Marcella's from way back when. They probably seen the gift, but you know, they weren't around when that was like really popular. And now the new age Big Brother is gonna be like, don't be like Zach. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy that he had a golden ticket in his pocket and he just sat on it.
And the reasoning was for Morgan. Like,
that's a lie. I don't believe none of that.
It wasn't.
I think that only, and let me tell you how I know it was a lie. Because when he said that Morgan thing in the DR, that was after, because I remember that shirt he had on, right? That was after he realized that, damn, I'm probably going home. Because if y'all remember before, he was just like, I ain't giving Ava that $10,000. She ain't getting my money. I'm good. He was saying all that. But then that same day, he was like, oh, shoot, I'm probably going home. He had that same shirt in the DR. And you had to come up with a more valid reason to make it look better. He don't care about Morgan like that.
No, he don't
not
care.
Like that. Not like that to not use his power. He just was too cocky and too confident. And it bit him in the ass in the end.
It did. When what Monique say, when you do clownery, it comes back. The clown comes back to bite.
The funny thing is, Zach had some interesting moves this week, which is where some that I don't hate as much. Where, of course, thinking of the veto competition, where it was the swapping veto. Man, he gave Will that vacation.
That was sweet.
I'll give him that.
It was sweet and smart.
And that locked in that vote. He picked Rachel for that punishment, and they built their relationship. Yeah. Where, man, that would have looked good looking towards later weeks. And then also there's a talk of him telling Mickey, whoever, about his 10K. And it's like, that is a little shakier, but it's like, hey, if you have to throw a Hail Mary, throw a Hail Mary. And I respect that as a Hail Mary. Hey, you keep me, put me up, you get 10K.
Not a bad move, honestly, because I'm this is where Mickey did have me laughing. I hate that she make me laugh sometimes because she was like, oh no, we're gonna keep Zach so we can get his money, girl. We're gonna nominate him, we're gonna take his money. I'm gonna run them pockets too. Come up off that 10K, brother. Hand it on over. Run them pockets. I ain't mad at it. That, but another funny thing that she mentioned to him, he gotta ask permission to use it.
That was nuts. And she was dead serious. She was very serious. And you know what? Hold on. Another thing. I would also like to evict M&M's from the Big Brother house. Where are the ants doing? Get on your job. Because if I see them pull out these damn M&M's one more time, those M&M's drove me crazy the last 2 days. Like, okay, if we do this and then what? Put them M&Ms up, because it ain't no strategy. The only way someone in a Big Brother house can pull out candy is if it comes with strategy. And y'all are just dummies playing with M&Ms.
What about gummy bears? What about gummy bears? What's your thoughts on gummy bears? No, I'm sorry. Big Brother Canada joke. Big Brother Canada joke.
Now that's a whole nother story. That's a whole
red gummy bear. Oh, Lord Jesus. The infamous red gummy bear. But yeah, I mean, Zach, I didn't expect him to go based on how he was playing the game the last few weeks. I honestly, seeing him go home right now was not anticipated. If you would ask me this last week, I would say he was good to go to the end, honestly. But this Big Brother house, you really have to expect the unexpected.
Listen, I have to switch gears real quick. I gotta give Vince his little 1s and 2s, just a little bit, right? What?
Eli kicked me out because I had the egg pun.
Lord, see, I ain't do
nothing.
But
you deserve that though. I didn't do nothing. You deserved it.
Mr. Eggy, I have to give him his little 1s and 2s because although he was freaking out all week, he campaigned and he did what he was supposed to do. Keanu, I'm glad he won a Blockbuster, but he was a dumbass because all the way up until 2 hours before the show, he was trying to throw it to Vince. Why are you doing that? Zach had a power and didn't use it. So out of all the people that are on the block that had the potential, like luckily, you know, Keanu did win a Blockbuster. But if it came down to Zach and Benny, I think the house guests, for the reasons of the game, made the right choice. Because if your ass get a power and you don't use it, you should automatically be kicked out. Because you know how many other people would have loved to have activated that. Now the house for their game should have evicted Benny for their game. But for the game,
for order
in general,
we will have order in this game. And one of the things that must be and always should be is if you don't use a veto, a power, or any necklace, bracelet, trinket that they give you that can save yourself, you deserve to go home. It don't matter who you are. He
still annoyed me this week, though. He still annoyed me.
Hey,
because his obsession with Rachel it got to be studied. It gotta be studied.
But is it obsession because she do want him gone? She want him gone. She do.
His obsession though is like he keeps wanting to like, oh, is Rachel mad at me? Does she want to? Yeah, she don't like you. Yeah, stick with it. Now you can target her. Can you have a conversation with Rachel and see?
You can have enemies.
If we can like be friends. Okay, cool. Whatever. I don't want to talk to her. The next day. You know what? I don't know why Rachel doesn't like me. You know, I just like, and it just kept going. Like, girl, she don't like you.
That's a great impression. That is a great impression. Go ahead.
Let it go. It bothers me. Anytime you mention Rachel now, I would click off the feed. I'd be like, I don't even want to hear it.
I don't know. I feel like it's a facade because Vince knows how to play the game. Clearly, he got people wanting to fall on the sword for him. I think he's just using that as a way to keep Keanu roped in. Like, I'm really trying, Keanu. I promise I'm trying to be her friend, but she won't let me go. She keeps coming for me and I can feel it. And I just think he's using that to keep, and it's working because Keanu won't release himself from the clutches of Vincent. He won't do it. And so I know Vince knows Rachel's
that man got Keanu yoked up.
I mean, it's bad. Vince might be a warlock. If Kelly's the witch, he's the warlock because he got him under a spell so bad. And
all I know is in that veto competition where he was pleading to Kat, I respect that. I respect that because go ahead.
He did look like a weenie, but I do too.
Oh, 1000%. But the thing is, this sounds mean, but it's kind of in his character a little bit, where it's not like completely out of left field. Where it's more endearing and try to one last tug at the heartstrings where he's been moping all week. No, Ava apparently said he's been enjoying the block and the costume with a smile.
With humor and grace.
Who said that?
Ava said that.
Oh, child.
In the DR, but
that's why I knew she was gonna keep him too.
Because if she ain't in the HOH bed, she in the DR. There's only two places you will find that girl.
I mean, Vince, besides me being biased because he on my team, I honestly don't see how he got so much power in this game so easily and that people just want to keep him because he don't really get it much. I'm still trying to figure out what are the personal conversations that they even have a relationship with him, but I don't even remember any personal conversation he has with anybody. Everything he does is game related and he doesn't give them much. So I'm just
go ahead.
If he's a game guy, I feel like at the end of the day, everyone in the house, except for Riley and Kath, except for Riley, kind of want to play this game. And so if you have someone that's, hey, this is my game person, this is who I'm talking strategy with, I think that's how people are led to them being their number ones because, I've been talking strategy with Vince since day one. Kelly and Vince since day one. Lauren and Vinny since day one. And that's their strategy person that they don't want to let up. They know he's playing the game, but he's playing the game with them.
Ty said, I'll help you. Morgan and Lauren have a crush on him. Keanu talks game with him. Riley likes him because he was nicer to him than Zach. Riley was jealous of Zach. Oh, he was definitely jealous because the other day he was like, "Oh no, Zach gotta go because he's over here flexing his muscles and his abs, trying to be sexy AF." And what you gotta go?
Not AF.
No, that's what he said. His words, not mine. And I was like, "Oh, it's like that, huh?" Because you look like a scarecrow.
Hey, I'm surprised that Twitter and everyone isn't eating this season up a little bit more, because in what world have we seen 8 women next to 4 guys?
Hey,
has this been done before?
The spirit of the Black Widow Brigade is on this house heavy. The men are leaving 1 by 1 and 2 by 2, and they don't even get to stop to tie their shoe.
It's 8-3 now, huh?
It's 4.
How many men?
Vince, Riley, Will, and
Riley.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
So this
you know
like,
what? One of them women's gonna win next week. Hopefully, is the women that I want. And what they gonna do? Put them women on the block. Idiots. Even if you don't, I'm sorry. Even if you don't like Rachel, you have to look at those odds.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll take care of Rachel when we take care of her. Okay. We are up right now, okay? And if we want a woman to win this season, let's do it. But stupid is.
I feel like season 6 was one of those seasons too, because I think James and Howie were the last 2 men, or Bo was probably in there too. They was last 3, with like 6 women. So roughly the same.
So what a time! What a time!
Right. The problem is, right, they all keep talking about they girls, but they all really not girls, but it keeps shaking out that it's gonna be the women. Vince and Riley gonna be the winners. We're not claiming that Riley. Vince can win all he wants to. He would deserve it for being here for 10 years if he makes it to the end. But Riley, I refuse.
They need to get that man out the house because he is a certified weirdo. How do you stalk somebody in the house? Like, how do you stalk somebody you live with?
He literally told Catherine that he was going to marry her. She doesn't have a choice. He's going to marry her outside of this thing. He loves her, and he don't want nobody else but her. And that's it. It's a wrap for her. But you know what? I can't even be mad no more because today she was laid out on the bed talking about, "Oh, I haven't seen Riley in 3 minutes. Where is he?" Get out of my face, Catherine. Please,
what if this is the one relationship that lasts? We've had so many the past New Era seasons where it's like, oh, this is the one that's gonna last. Look how cute they are in the house, and it ends up being Riley and gushing whatever Kat.
You know what's crazy? I think I would actually like Kat.
Me too.
If it wasn't for Riley, Kat gives me who Mickey thinks she is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she would be a good villain. You know what I'm saying? She might have a little bitchy moments, but I feel like she's who I would probably want Mickey to be. Like, embrace it, because she'd be like, yeah, I'll be mean a little bit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if it happened to come down to like Riley and Kat to go, I need Riley to go first, because I feel like if Kat go, Riley gonna get mad and go on a winning streak. Or what I want to see. I think that's the opposite of what 99.8% of the people that are watching Big Brother want to see.
Because...
And I don't want him to go on a rampage. I need, if Kat do get evicted, and I hope it's pre-jury, if she do go, I want Riley to walk right out the door with her. He'd be like, "Nah, F that. I'm coming with you."
He would probably self-evict.
He should. It's a double.
Hey, big double. But it's funny, Kat, I feel like has been on an episode 3 times, and all of them have been great moments. Not kind of the Riley moments, but week 1, bickering with Ashley about the shower. And then you had the little snip at Rachel during the interrogation. And then she won a veto this week, and then ice out Vince, who was pleading. And it's like, hey.
She was great. And having her that moment, I really think she really needed that for her own like confidence in the game. Like, she don't need Riley to make moves. You can make your own moves. She actually weighed out the pros and cons. How much of that was her, I don't know. But she was like, I can't use this veto because Morgan been talking slick, huh? You running your mouth? Let me use this veto and have a space right up there for you. Right, ready and warm. I can take Keanu down and throw your behind up there and see how you like
She
it
would've
since you
used
want to
it.
run your mouth. I would honestly would have loved it. It would have been wonderful, great, perfect television. Because then Morgan would have went home this week. Well, no, they still would have voted out Zach. But
So
still.
let me ask y'all. So you obviously we saw Kat. It looked like she kind of had a moment and she was kind of indecisive on whether she wanted to keep the veto or likely if she was going to take something, it would have been the 5K, right? Which option would y'all have chose if y'all were Kat in Kat's place in the game?
I'm all for building relationships, and a veto is the perfect way to do that. Saving someone in the game when you don't have to, especially if they previously think you don't like them or you didn't like them, you can start mending fences. So I think that would have been a perfect, whoever she decided to save. But I think it would just be best to say Keanu because he's on the outs, and you want a Keanu on your side to win stuff. So I would have saved Keanu and be like, listen, Keanu, I'm gonna take you off this block. I want to work with you. Let's do this. But I would tell him, shut up. If you're not gonna talk, if you're gonna be talking, I'm gonna leave you up there. But if you can learn to keep your mouth shut, I'll take you down. And I would have took him down.
See, I don't even know which one I would choose because my ego, especially if I had won nothing, would have been like, I got a win under my belt. So that would have been a fight. But also, I'm leaving her with something. So those are like my two, like, do I want the 5K? Yeah, taking Will's trip would have been crazy, especially after like that whole Zach thing. Like everybody would be like, you going on a block. I'm going to London.
I'm going to London.
But nah, I probably would have only chose between the 5K and the veto. But if I'm where Kat is in the game and I'm in a showman and I think there's a possibility he might go up, and it's still this early and I would want to win under my belt, I probably would have kept that veto too. But I like chaos. I like mess. There's like no way if I'm ever in the Big Brother house and I win a veto, I'm using it. I don't care if I don't like all three on the block. Like, I won something. Let's see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if the HOH be like, well, I'm putting your ally up, then I can't use it. But I really wish she would have used it. I think it would have caused a lot of drama. And likely Morgan would have went home tonight. There's a high chance she would have went home. Yeah. I think so. If she didn't win the Blockbuster, who knows? Women are a little bit.
Well, it depends on who she took off. It depends on who she took off. Where I feel like Zach still maybe would go, but
she did mention. She did mention to Riley before when she was kind of wavering. She said if she did take somebody off, it would have been Keanu, which is crazy because they're like, if Keanu's on the block, I'm voting Keanu out, which is kind of weird to me. But she said if she was going to use it, it was going to be Keanu, which I don't know, make it make sense.
I think
they kind of waver back and forth whether to keep him. So I guess
a lot of the wavering, I feel like they were really set on it. But I feel like a lot of the way Mickey, she just kept coming hard with she got so obsessed with Rachel this week because Keanu spilled the whole heavy hitters thing, which then Vinny ran back to Mickey, which got her on the Rachel hate train, wanting Rachel out of the game, and her seeing how close Keanu and Rachel are. She's threatened by that. So she was like, no, Keanu got to go. I'm voting him out. We've heard that in the DR. Like she wants him gone because she sees how close him and Rachel are getting, and she don't like that. If she can't have no benefit from somebody's relationship, she don't want no parts of it, and she wants you out of this game. And she's gone so far. So here you go. We got some more Mickey lashings coming. So because this McTatorship, I'm over it. Because how about the fact that last night she was going on, last evening, she was telling Ashley and them because she was like, and she was manipulative on her season. Ashley was like, oh, I thought she was loyal. Oh, no, she was not loyal. She was planting seeds. They called her a savage. She was just a manipulator. Let's roll the tape back. 2 days ago. Rachel, who? I don't even know who that is. Like, I don't care. That doesn't mean anything. I don't even know. I've never even seen you before. I don't know.
Push that narrative. Gaslight these people, Mickey. Go ahead, gaslight this cat.
And they dumbass is gonna believe it because, oh my god, I do not like that girl. I'm trying to watch what I say because I really want to go full on and just cuss her out real quick. But I'm trying to watch what I say.
I hear you because I gotta respect it because they're so.
I want to cuss her out so much. I do not like that woman.
It's almost like
that woman.
She knows who she's saying it to because when
she's
she says
gaslight queen.
when she didn't know who Rachel, when she said she didn't know who Rachel was, it was Morgan and Zach. When she was, I don't know who, I don't care. What is Rachel? That legend? I don't care about that. I don't know who that is. I've never seen you. But then when she was talking to Ashley, it was just Ashley and I don't know if it was
user in time
Lauren, maybe. I don't. It couldn't be Lauren. I know it was Ashley was there, and then Morgan comes in after the fact. So it's like she calculates when she switches up on what she knows, because then she said the other day she'd watched thousands of seasons of Big Brother. I didn't know there was thousands of seasons that existed, y'all.
She lied because she said the only thing that she's really watched is clips. She says she has never watched a full entire season of Big Brother. She says she did watch a lot of clips, and Chat GPT and Reddit is how she learned how to play Big Brother.
Mm-hmm. Y'all think she knows Godfrey? Y'all think she knows Godfrey Manguiza?
Of course she
does. By the way, that's my go. That's her favorite player.
Him. Listen, she drafted him first round. Like that's how well she know him. Okay, she cast the vote for him. Actually, let her tell it. Let her tell it. Her and Arissa Cox are besties.
And she's watching BB Brazil.
Ooh. Mickey, how you tweeting from the Big Brother house? How you getting over here from the Big Brother house? Mickey Mouse.
Lord, Mickey, you better be blocked.
Y'all remember how they used to give them like HO or whoever, like they used to like be able to tweet in a chat or like send messages back home?
Oh yeah. That's crazy.
Oh my goodness. That's the old days. See, y'all know the y'all new folks don't know nothing about that.
Y'all remember they used to put our tweets on the screen like as we watched it? Oh, they would not do that today. It's a lot.
I used to be fiending trying to get my tweet up there.
They still flash a hashtag but first. They'll never let go of that hashtag but first.
Allie wants to know who our number one BB player of all time is. Interjecting real quick.
That's a hard one.
I know it seems biased because she's on this season, but let it be known that I watched Rachel in her original season, and that's when I got hooked on Big Brother. That was my very first live season, so Rachel will always be at the top for me.
For me, it's BB Can, Godfrey Manguiza, the Lady Pleaser. That's my GOAT. I love Godfrey. I have a lot of random faves. But yeah, Godfrey's my GOAT.
So I've had a lot of faves, but then I find out who they are in 2025, and I'll be like, I don't like you no more, and it just it erases. I'm not gonna even lie, it does. But if we're doing BB as a whole, I'm gonna have to go with Eli here in the BB Can, and Tyshawn is one of my favorites. And let me say this: if y'all have not watched BB Can, y'all not seen his season, y'all need to watch it. The way Mickey is moving, it's so funny you bring this up. Thank you, Allie, for this question. The way he's moving, Tyshawn was so loved by everybody. He was so sweet. He was funny. He fine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved him in the house. And then something happened, and just randomly he was a little bit of an asshole, a little bit.
He did get
you know what I'm saying? He wasn't too bad.
Enjoy death.
Like he kind of like switched a little bit, and I was just like, So he kind of dabbled in the villain era. I wouldn't call him an overall villain, but he did have a little switch up, and it worked.
He took his brother out, his undercover brother. He voted him out.
He did. That's
a great I've been seeing his YouTube shorts. His YouTube shorts have been popping up. I'm like, oh, go ahead, Tyshawn. Oh man,
that was such a Mary season. Like the way we was scared.
I wish I could erase it from memory and watch it over. It was so weird.
So many seasons. Mainly BB.
Oh my gosh, when Jed lost, he was shooting. He was the cop
against Tara. He needed to go too because he also didn't.
Do not say that name. You know they popped out when you. Hold on, we just went off on a tangent here. But man, I don't know if y'all were on Twitter during the time of this season, but whenever you say that woman's name, that went against it, baby, they were popping out everywhere. I blocked all of them. Every time I blocked them, they kept coming back.
Roaches.
So do not say that woman's name. But the fact that a Hooper lost something that a comp where you're shooting. against a like 4'10" white woman? Like, are you serious?
But he deserved it
Oh my
because
gosh.
he had that. He didn't use his own veto too. He sent
Yep.
himself home.
Man.
So he also did. So it's honestly relevant. So really, it's not off target for this conversation tonight because he's also in the Hall of Fame for stupidest moves in Big Brother
Stupid.
in Total.
Yes.
Oh, we got another Jed.
because-
We got another Jed moment.
No, but just because he fine and they do a Big Brother Canada versus US, he coming. He's still stupid, but it's because he look good. But that's
Carrie,
that's
Yeah.
it.
Toya, I love me some Toya. I miss Toya. I hate that she went
The
home.
The way we saw off Big Brother Canada, Mickey up this song that we talking a whole conversation about BB King. We're
We haven't had the chance to talk BB
about
King.
BB King.
Oh, I would love it.
We just have to. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ali,
thank you for the tangent. And you know what? I think this is a good segue to lead right into our rankings.
There we go.
Y'all cool with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got these rankings. I'm just gonna say, if you're looking at the screen, we'll have a lot more people in the bottom half than the top half. You know, I decided to not evenly space it out because I don't know how many people deserve the top, but we'll talk about it. But I don't know. An interesting one to start with is Ava Pearl with her HOH. We haven't talked much about it, but she said, "Here's my noms. I'm doing a lot this week, but I'm also not doing anything this week. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm not playing the game. Just go ahead and vote on these noms." And it did not work out well for her, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
But she got back out, which I think is somewhat okay.
Yeah, I was with her. Ava would have been at the top until she started falling down this week. Talking about, I don't know where it's going. I don't know what's happening. How you HOH and you letting everybody else run away with how the house is? Like, you have no input. You're not trying to put no input. You just floating along.
Listen, Ava would have been okay. Ava would have been more towards the top for me, but yeah, let me see. What you got her in a 5 to 7 range? We'll say 5. You know, I'm okay with that only because she started off her HOH great this week, right? But then you let Mickey get in your ear because there were so many other things that she wanted to do. Now, granted, I will say, I will give Mickey that little bit of credit because she did want to put Ashley on the block. And she said, I saved her. All right. Ooh, see, I almost called her out her name. whew, Lord, hold my tongue. Girl, we get it, right? So I give her that. But literally, I think it was yesterday, she was just like, damn, what's going on in the house this week? I know you, the HOH, are not saying you don't know what's going on in the house. Yeah. She didn't have those one-on-ones, which is fine. I already know my name, so I'm going to do that. But you didn't do anything to gather the rest of the intel or get tea for the rest of the week. She didn't do nothing to solidify her safety for next week. She was just like, "In my names, I'm going to sleep with my little crummy bed." Like, girl.
Because in another point, she may have it. She did get overload.
That girl definitely got some anxiety.
And I'm with Cam. She don't want to win. She just there for the vibes. Absolutely. I think her sitting up in the HH room too. Like, the point is, you have 3 people on the block. 2 of them people are coming down and coming back into the game. You didn't do no type of reassurance, no actual checking in. You could have at least been like, Vince, if it comes to a tie, I'm saving you. Keanu, if it comes, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have been putting things in place to make them build more trust with you, even though you put them on the block. Because Vince also could tell how close the votes were going to be, potentially, how they were at first before it completely just shifted. And I think that he's such a, you know how Vince is. He would have loved to soak that up. Oh, Ava's going to break the tie in my favor. Oh my God. I mean, he was going to keep it to himself too. Of course, he wouldn't go run that back because it's like, if I run that back and it gets back to her, then she won't do it. So I think that would have held a lot of weight with him going forward. Now she is sitting target. Let's see.
Who y'all got next?
I'm gonna put Will at the top. No, Rachel at 1 because she really tried her hardest this week.
She didn't get what she wanted though. She didn't get a result.
She didn't get what she wanted. But because everybody else is playing like they on fumes from the crack and the gas leakage, I gotta give it to somebody who has some sense. Like, she sees the game for what it is. Yes, it's her experience. Yes, it's because she's done this before. But it's like, if somebody who has done this before is telling you that this is what she sees, why are we not listening to her? Especially my allies.
So the only I have
put it 2 really, but
2. Okay, I want to put Rachel at 2 only because which Rachel for the most part played fine this week. But even though she, Rachel don't be giving up. Rachel is not like Mickey said, but Rachel is very loyal. You know what I'm saying? And whenever she stick to a plan, she gonna stick to it. I wish she kind of would have faked it a little bit more with Mickey. And that was the only thing that like teetered with me a little bit, even though Rachel doesn't really do fake. Like, if she don't like you, she ain't fooling with you. You know what I'm saying? So I give her that little bit, but I have to counter, and I kind of want to put Will at 1. Ooh. Now, even though Will has been up there with some conversations that I didn't like, there is literally 0 target on this man.
That's all I was gonna put.
And I think there might have been like 1 or 2 conversations like, oh, well, we could put up Will. And then it was just like, nah. Like, he knows damn near all the tea in the house. He's getting information from Mickey. He's getting information from Ava. He's getting information from Keanu. He's getting information from Ashley. And he's just sitting on it. He is, yes, yep. He's just balling all this tea and all this information and not making himself a target. And he chilling right now. Will is playing a pretty good game.
He is. Unc is doing exactly what he should do. Like I said, although it annoys me how he just kind of goes along with the foolishness that Mickey is saying, but he's playing. That's how you got
coasting.
He coasting.
This is our
and
coaster.
The funny thing is, he's enough on the side where it's not like he has to throw HOHs. Where there's some people that are in the middle where it's like it makes no sense for them to win HOH. Will can win HOH, put up other people that still probably won't put him up, which is an interesting spot. Or he might go up as a pawn. He's still grouped in with the...
He already said Catherine, Riley, and Kelly. Those are easy noms for him.
Those would be perfect noms for him. What are they gonna do?
And he already got his if somebody win the veto, Lauren. He already said it. He got it locked in.
Talk about where we been, know where you been, because we here every
Jason.
Sunday and Thursday at 9:15 ish.
Well, I was ready to argue.
Jason.
Likewise,
I was ready to argue Keanu at 1 or 2. I still think he's above Rachel because I'm results oriented. He said he was gonna throw this week. He still won Blockbuster, so he did not use a veto on Vince because he lost. He did not use a Blockbuster. He did not throw the Blockbuster to Vince because he won.
But why did she have to have a 10-minute conversation with him to let him know that it's stupid? It's not just reckless. He's like, I'm thinking about doing something reckless today. And she was like, what are you talking about? I'm gonna throw it to Vince if I can. Like, if there's a buzzer thing and I can just wait till he get up there. She was like, Keanu, are you stupid? That is the dumbest move that you could ever make. She's like, do you want to be here or not? Like, she had to get real with him. You have to spell it out for him. She was like, well, I think I need Vince in there. We can both be in here and we can make these moves. She said, but if you lose the Blockbuster, you throw it to him, you're going to be voted out of this house. What good is wanting to play this game with
repeatedly
him if you're not here? Yeah, you're right. I could go home. Exactly. So why would you throw it? There is no guarantee that you will be here after a vote. Matter of fact, I'm telling you right now, these people that you think are your friends are not your friends. What's the Kelly Price? There's some people in your circle that's talking against your future. There are people in your circle and they talking against you, Keanu, and they want you out. They will send you home if you throw this Blockbuster. He does. Listen, he just wants to be friends. Unfortunately.
Okay, so let me I'll put Keanu at 3, okay? And this is why I put him at 3. Keanu did, for the most part, he did pretty good. He handled his punishment with the little butler. And baby, do you know I went and bought me some pigs in a blanket this week? I did, and they were delicious. Ooh. Thank you for that. But I have to his only thing is Keanu doesn't know how to read a room. He's getting better at it, but he does not know how to read a room. Like last night, he was doing his little rounds to see where the votes are, and like he had left the room, and Ashley was like, "Oh my gosh, like he's so like direct, like he done asked me like so many times, like I'm so annoyed with it." You know what I'm saying? And then with that conversation with Mickey, he became a target. Mickey ran that back to Morgan. Morgan, oh yeah, he's on. If Keanu was on that block, he was 1,000% going home tonight.
Unfortunately,
and that's the only reason why I got to put him there. But it seems like he's taking a little bit more time to close his mouth and listen a little bit more. Like Rachel told him, she said, sometimes she's like, well, what am I supposed to say? She said, sometimes you don't need to talk. You just need to hear. You need to listen. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of these people need to do. But you saying that you were even going to throw it. He was very adamant. I'm telling
he was serious.
Until 4:44 p.m. my time, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna throw it. And Rachel was like, you are going home. What Toya say? You are going home.
You're going home.
You know,
anybody's going home, it is you.
Yes.
Yeah, when he was slow walking to that button, man, I thought he was gonna look back at Vince and just wait. There was a deep part of you where I'm like, oh, he's just gonna wait right next to the button.
At first I thought he was throwing that comment. I was like, I think he started to, and he was just like, I don't know. Let me get up.
These guys next to me are too dumb. I need to actually win this, or else
that was going so slow.
But the thing is, they were going so fast, and he was actually in this. Actually, it's smart to actually be slow because you need to think about where you actually need to put the pieces
because your moves need to make sense.
He was actually doing because at first he was even moving slow at the beginning because they started taking off running like it was a race. And Keanu was just like looking back. I'm like, I know this man.
He said, let me take my time. What's
the rush? Hey.
Hey, go Keanu. Go Keanu. Hey.
For sure. But he realized, look, the spirit of Rachel, he heard her voice. Keanu, win that blockbuster or you going home. And he got to moving in pieces and hit that. That walk off was clean though, y'all. I got it. That walk off was clean.
It
like,
was.
He is who he says he is.
You know what? A reset week would be great. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Keanu is who he says.
Okay.
I would have loved to put him up higher, but because how he tricked Mickey and Morgan and put them against each other was honestly chef's kiss. It was like brilliant how he did it because they was bickering. Y'all didn't know that on the feeds. Mickey wanted Morgan out the door earlier this week because
she done flipped and flopped on Morgan so many doggone times. If Morgan had some sense, she would be like, Mickey, I'm off you. And which is why moving on to the next ranking, I think I want to put Mickey at 5.
1. Oh.
No, she ain't going to.
She'll never touch one again.
She's touching 1 next week.
No, I'm gonna put Mickey at 5 because Mickey is one of the few people that have won HOH back to back. You know, that doesn't typically happen. So congratulations on another HOH. She had a lot of successful one-on-ones this week. This girl has some kind of bitter mist on the house. Now, are most of her reads wrong? Yes. Is she mean? Yes. Does she have any real strategy? No. Is she terrible at Big Brother? Yes. But for season 27 of Big Brother, she has some kind of mist going on in this house. And at this point, I don't know. I don't know why these people are folding. Like even Ashley had her clock. She said, this girl done switched up on me. She being mean. She done said this to my face. I see how she's trying to shun us. She trying to do this. And what Ashley do? Well, last night, I got to, Rachel was asking about the vote. Well, I got to check with Mickey. Girl, lying. You got to check with Mickey? Girl. Whatever. So
I'm trying to remember if Hannah was on the Reality Kingdom. I can't remember. She said that Ashley has wanted to be on the show or watch the show. So I'm like, Ashley, you've watched the show, so you know how Rachel played. Why is you even asking Mickey? I don't know if she was just gathering intel to see if Mickey was just gonna lie. I don't know what it is, but it's like I feel like you know how Rachel played the game because you wanted to be on this show.
She running it, Jason. She is. I can't even lie. Even whether I like you or not,
she definitely probably need to be at like 5. Low key.
She's running. Yeah, she's running. Yeah, I put her at 5.
Is that
Cam,
5? No,
you got.
She need to be up. No, put up there with Keanu. Yeah, she need to be up there.
She gonna be ahead of Keanu.
I don't want to, but
and I think we can lead this into a Morgan conversation because I'm surprised that Morgan. I'm just gonna move her near the bottom. We'll start to talk about her because
she is the bottom.
Mickey is interesting where she's making people think that she's on everyone's side. And I was so surprised, at least with Morgan, the fact that she kind of threw away her side to stand 10 toes on 2 people on the block.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm here for Zach and Vince, and I'm going to make sure everyone knows that I'm upset about Zach and Vince being on the block. When there's a lot more week that could happen, it almost got her sent home this week, the fact that she was upset. Instead of just rolling with the punches and being cool with whoever stayed, kind of like Lauren did. In my opinion, Lauren did a lot better this week in terms of her 2 top people were on the block, and she kind of just rolled with it and voted for the right one.
And then Mickey told her to the face, "Girl, you the reason why they up there. What you mad for?"
And she just ate it. She
just sat there and took that.
Listen, it's a mess. Okay. But whatever. She can stay right there. I'll let her have that. Can we go ahead and put Zach at the end? Let's make that easy. Bam. You are.
Oh, he got hit
by Julie.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You sure right. You at the end. Let's do Ashley. Right there by Ava.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley hasn't really moved up or down this week, so I think she's right smack in the middle. Ashley, you've gone down a couple bit because how you talk all this mess about you seeing what's going on with Mickey, and even when she had the conversation with Keanu, and he was like, "You don't think Zach gonna come for you next week?" And she was like, "No, I already knew that. He's not coming for me." And she was like, "Are you sure he didn't just say that because he on the block? Make it make sense. He's on the block. He needs your vote." No.
She really went down because she was at the top last week, and it's just like she would have still been up there, kind of. But the fact that I want to know if she sees what Mickey is doing, and she sees the hold that Mickey has over the house, and she was just like, "Let me acquiesce and just go ahead and just pretend to be under her thrall. That way, I cannot be her target anymore." Or at least go down the peg, because I know she was starting to see, because Mickey started seeing how close Ashley and Rachel are. And so when she started hating on Rachel, maybe Ashley was like, "Okay, I love Rachel, but let me just pretend that I'm with Mickey so she can leave me alone."
But then she got put up under that spell. Lord Jesus. And this is exactly why I don't want her to win HOH this week. Now, do I think she's going to put up Rachel? We talked about this in the beginning of the pod. So I'm gonna run it back in case y'all joined us late. I don't want Ashley win HOH this week only because I don't think she's gonna put up Rachel, but I think she's gonna waver with it, and I ain't got time for that. And I got a lot of time on my hands, and I don't have time for that. Like, I think she might entertain Mickey, and I know it's gonna get just so irritating to see Mickey keep pushing it, because she's gonna keep pushing it until her way makes it through. So for that, she's in the middle of the board for me.
And she would keep pushing herself right onto the block.
Christian.
We don't.
No, I don't like Mickey at all. I don't. But she is running the house right now. These are our rankings just for the week. These are not the rankings on the people that we like, because if that was the case, there are how many people in the house right now? 13?
12 now.
12 now. Mickey would be number 20. She would be 20. That's how much I like Mickey right now.
So as biased as we are, like we always say that we biased over here, but we also like to give people their props. Like, I mean, if you run in the house, you run in the house. And I mean, it just is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna also do my little personal bias.
You said that, Christian, running her house and her mouth. Too damn much.
What you say, Eli?
I'm gonna just make a little decision real quick. I'm gonna move Keanu down a tier, And you know what? This is the best week Kelly has had. We can move her down
Yes.
a little bit, but
I'll
I'm
let you know
proud
that.
that she did not touch the block. She did not offer herself for the block.
She didn't.
She just chilled. We talked about it. Was she furniture this week? Yes, but she kind of needed to chill out from thinking that she's Miss Tucker and thinking she could
Actually
just win out.
played.
She
It's definitely her best
exactly.
week
This
in the
was her
house.
best week. It was her best week because she even got in on some of the strategy. Her and Keanu and Rachel had a conversation. She was like, "Yeah, Rachel, girl, last week I would put you up, but now I'm starting to hear what Keanu was saying that you I may need to back off of you. We might need to work together." And so I like it. I
think she had a great read of the vote this week, where we saw it in the episode. Her talking to Riley and Catherine, I think, was also there, where she's like, all right, here's the scenarios. Keanu's on the block. We save Keanu. Vince is on the block. We save Vince. Or versus Zach. And she has the right read in that sense. And it's like, all right, Kelly, you have the right read to know who's on your side more than others. And if she could kind of stay in this position, it's interesting how in a week someone can fade back.
Well, I think her losing that blockbuster and surviving that block told us, like, girl, you're not invincible. You could go home very much so.
Yeah.
So stop volunteering. We all know luck runs out.
Jason said, who would Kelly put up? She did say if she won HOH this week, it would be Mickey. Woo! But she also said Ashley. I cannot remember the third person though, but Mickey and Ashley were definitely going to be her two to put up.
She might put up Vince because she's still a little bitter at him.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Okay. Lauren should be right up there with Kelly and Mickey. Honestly, wait, how many?
We're gonna rebuild some tiers. We're gonna rebuild some tiers.
Yeah, I think that's.
I was a little low on this cast, but go ahead, talk about Lauren as a rebuild the tiers.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say she had for her to lose her two best allies to be on the block.
Yeah,
it's like all right, she did all right.
With them fake ass tiers, girl, you don't care. Baby, Laura was talking about like the vote or whatever. She was talking to Egg Boy last night, and when she was like, "What am I gonna do? If they find out my vote?" Because baby, Laura knew she was voting for Vinny from jump. She ain't no wavering for me.
No,
if you on that block, come Thursday night, and Julie reading them for y'all to go. You get my vote, right? So she loved Vinny. I don't care what she say. She liked that boy.
When she was looking at him. Lawrence, she was Rise. That's their ship name. Lawrence Rise.
So Lauren is very boring. Oh my god. When that girl talk game, I lose my mind. It is so slow and she's so wavering. When she know what she want to do, she just girl, she's so
she
boring.
Doesn't stand 10 toes.
She doesn't at all. That's why I do not want her to win another HOH. She said she targeted Rachel too.
Because it'll be Vince. It'll be Vince's HOH. That's all.
It will. But she's not a big target. She did. Her name did pop up. I think Will said
but
they
it's
would
always like a third nominee.
Morgan likely. Yeah, she's always like the third option. So I don't think she'd necessarily be a direct target like going into next week. But she could have the high a mid possibility of hitting the block next week. So she's whatever at this point. All right.
Another person I can see being higher. You know what? Maybe people had better weeks than I thought. Where Vince, the surprising thing about Vince this week, I'm putting him at 7. I think he could be above Keanu because Keanu was willing to throw for him.
He could be. Yeah, we can go ahead and knock Keanu down because Vince played being on the block very well. Even though he was crying, whining, I can't stand a whiner.
He was whining.
But
I wish he would stop that.
He plays the game and he secured his votes against his best ally without trashing him. He didn't down talk Zach at all.
Listen, hold on. He didn't down talk Zach, but baby, he was talking about his demise. See, and that's why I'm on Vinny's side a little because him and Keanu was like, all right, hey, if it come down to it in the veto, we got to do, if it happens to be a knockout, we got to knock Zach out first. I say, oh, not knock out your boy. So he was working. And he said, if my friend got to go, so I get this $750,000, he got to go. So I give him that little bit. So at least he's playing the game for himself. But sorry, go ahead.
No, that's what I was like. No, he's playing for himself. Like, even like going back to how he begged Catherine. Was it pitiful? A little bit, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do. You miss all the shots. Ain't know what MJ said. You miss all, or Kobe. Somebody said you miss all the shots you don't take. You never know what's gonna convince somebody. We saw MJ last season. I mean, chemo speech swayed her at the last minute. So who knows that?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for 10 years to play this game. Catherine, don't send me home. Who knows? That might have pricked her heart. It did, but it could have.
And he touched the block as a HOH's target, and pretty much, I think he would have stayed in any scenario. So I think that's special right there.
He endeared himself so much to the HOH that was just sleeping in her room the entire time that she would have broke the tie in his favor.
Yeah,
crazy. We have the showmans left. It shows how much we care about the showmans. I'm just gonna move Kat above Riley.
Because she want to be.
Are we gonna have Morgan last? I guess that's the question. Do we want Morgan last or do we want Riley last?
Yes. Morgan had a terrible week too. This girl made the week about herself so much that she got. Baby, if that veto had got used, she was maybe you was 1,000% going up, and there was a very high chance that you were going home. So she did all that whining and complaining. This is the worst decision I've ever made in your life. First of all, you need to do some more stuff in your life. That's the worst decision you ever had to make. But she got on my nerves. She whined too much for me too. We was in the bed pouting and crying up on that egg. Like, yeah, I'm over
Rachel, you lost the argument to Rachel, so you definitely got to be last.
This person in his Morgan, you have made Big Brother history. You lost to Rachel Riley in a fight.
You made Rachel win a fight because I love Rachel. Rachel will pick a fight, but a lot of times it'd be corny. But baby, Rachel ate that up. She said, "Put a crown on me. Put a crown on my name." I said, "Miss O'Reilly." I don't know Brenda's last name, but Miss O'Reilly.
Billings. Miss Riley Billings.
Baby, she ate Morgan up. And she had in her feels for a minute because that little tip that they had trickled down on into Mickey too, and it put Mickey and Morgan at odds for a minute too. So I appreciate that.
Because she said, "I'm not going to the jury house, Morgan." Oh, Rachel, I didn't say it like that. She was no, I'm sick of y'all newbies.
She didn't say it like that. I wasn't saying it like I mean that as a checkpoint. She said, "Girl, Big Brother, no checkpoint. Either
I will be in those final two
chairs. Don't nobody look forward to jury if you really trying to win the game. A jury ain't gonna come out my mouth. Not me. Because who's never been a jury? It won't be me.
It's so disrespectful and condescending to tell anybody to their face that you want them in jury, because that means you want me to lose.
She has received 0 software update, Christian.
Yeah, tell your friends. Yeah, tell your little friend I ain't going to the jury house.
She said, "Tell your little friend." She ate that. She really did eat that.
Well, this week could not have been worse for Morgan. This is the worst case scenario where she doesn't touch the block. And you know what? I feel so bad that she did not touch the block for her sake.
For sure.
All right. Let me run down these rankings. Let y'all know where we got everyone for the audio listeners. At 1, we got Will. Then we got Rachel. Then we got Mickey in the house. Mickey Lee. Number 4, we got Kelly. Then we got Lauren, Vinny, Keanu, Ava Pearl, Ashley, Catherine, Riley, and Morgan. Those are our rankings. Man.
And once again, let's visit this curse. Lord Jesus.
Y'all,
dark side is about to left wall.
Lord Jesus, please let the curse continue. Lord Jesus, I need Mickey out the house this week. I really do. I need her gone.
It got to be.
Bye.
Random thought.
Go ahead.
No. Go finish your thought.
If these were the 3 noms, I wouldn't even be mad. Mickey, Ava, and Lauren, that's fine. I would switch not Ava. I would
that's
switch
a realm that's not possible.
Morgan. No, I would do Mickey, Ava, and Morgan. Those are like for sure votes for her. Put them on the block. Boop, boop, boop. knock him out. And even if Mickey stay, at least you take out one of her loyal trustees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I was just gonna say I did enjoy Zach in the house. I know people liked him, people didn't like him. I thought he was a good house guest this season, and I truly think people were comparing Adrian going home to Cedric. I kind of think Zach going home is more aligned with Cedric going home, where
nobody will ever be like Cedric going home.
Well, you know, people love Zach. People
I know
love
what you're
Zach.
saying. I'm just
yeah. He's not Cedric, but he has that kind of house love and house respect where it's like, we gotta get you out. We gotta get you out.
They was crying. They was crying over him. They was boohooing. Even Ava,
baby, that was balling.
I want to put you up on the block. Girl, have a seat. You nominated him.
It was a mess.
But I can't wait for I know it's not the wall, but can't wait to come back here on Sunday and talk about Mickey's amazing HOH reign again.
Can you imagine it is the wall and they were just like, yeah, we ain't putting. I would lose my mind if they make us pay for
I'm not showing up next week if they did that. If they did that, I'm not. Y'all have fun podcasting. This show don't love me. We know it doesn't love me, so you know what?
It better not have been the wall. It better be whatever Rachel Riley. You know what? I hope the HOH comp is named Rachel Riley's children. You know what? Name Brendan. What's his last name? Villegas children. And their middle names.
Name the shade of red Rachel's hair extensions were in BB12. Oh my God. We'll see though.
Man.
But all right. I guess that's it.
Predictions for HOH before we leave. Who are we predicting?
Rachel.
Not who we want, but who?
The person we want to win. Because
Rachel,
last pod, it was a pod a while back, and I said, watch, that would be crazy. I know who not gonna win. And you know what? He ended up winning. He got snatched, but I ain't gonna even say his name. Rachel gonna win.
Rachel gonna win.
I got 3 names. I don't know which one I'm feeling more. Either Will, Keanu, or Catherine will be our HOH this week.
Oh, Rachel Red.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm going to predict Rachel, Keanu, or Catherine.
Ooh. It'll be interesting. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be glued to the feed when they come back.
Because she was like, I was going to use a veto, but you know what? I'm fine keeping it the same shit. I was just went HOH myself and put Morgan up there myself. I said, oh.
If Rachel's on that block, all I know is she's winning that blockbuster.
She won't win the veto. It's OTEV.
Both of them. She gonna win both of them.
I just hope none of these minions of Mickey win. I really don't want. Oh, I'm not gonna even say it. I want Rachel to win, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Or Will or Keanu. Rachel first, Keanu, and then Will. Those are the 3 that can win this week. And then Kelly. You know what? I'm gonna throw Kelly in there. Even though she is gonna put my girl Ashley up, but nah, we ain't gonna say Kelly.
Ashley can win the veto.
Too nervous. She can win the veto. Cece said no. So no Kelly.
No Kelly. Okay, we got it, Cece. No Kelly.
She hitting the Julie Chen. The no.
So we don't want Kelly to win. All right, Eric.
Go ahead, close this out.
Y'all, we appreciate you as always for tuning in to listen to us, your favorite podcast. But if you're listening and watching and you have not subscribed yet, head on over to YouTube at Who All Gonna Be There podcast and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button, comment. We want to hear from you, and then share it to your friends, family, and everybody else in between. And if you're watching, listening from Twitter, go on over there and follow us at Who All There, and Instagram at the same name if you go on Instagram. And of course, turn on those notifications so you never miss when we got an episode coming out.
Hey, if y'all made it this far on the YouTube video, go ahead, leave us a comment on who your favorite Big Brother player is. And give us some fun names.
Love that. See y'all later.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. Bye.